Oh baby, pour me water, holy water, quench this fire. Pour me water, holy water, quench this fire. Everybody want me, make I no fall in love with you. But I answer them, I tell them, say not you. Right now you come and then you play me for a fool. Out here wondering, waiting on to. So pour me water, holy water, quench this fire. Yeah. Pour me water, holy water, quench this fire. Even up where I got you bonjour. That thing you do me, that do me kung fu. This thing I see, I'm a big deja vu.
Hello beautiful people, it's the girl Nana from She, the South African Hair Poem, and I'm back with another video. Really excited for today's video. We are installing an ear-to-ear lace frontal wig, and this is what she looks like. She is beautiful. She is lime yellow green, really nice with the black roots. So without further ado, let's get started. Today we're using the Got2b Glue spray, and I obviously need a hair dryer that is on cool, and this is the hair dryer that we're using today. This is the hair dryer that we give away at our workshops as well. And first thing I'm going to do is I am going to work in sections. It just makes it easier for me. I'm going to start with this top part and just lay it down like that. So I'm going to move it back a bit. I'm going to spray in front of my hairline, not on my hairline. I'm going to spray in front of my hairline. Now you guys have seen this quite a few times, so I don't necessarily need to show it.
They do me comfort. This one I single girl before you, before you. Pour me water, holy water.
Alright, so that is this side done and the top side done, and I have not glued down the side. Just to address something that some of you guys have asked me, I've had a lot of people sliding in my DMs, people WhatsApping me, asking me if I do installations and how much my installation is. I do not do installation for wigs that have already been made by someone else somewhere else, and the reason that is because the customizing, plucking and all of that, I do that during wig labor. So we have our ear-to-ear lace frontal wig labor, we have our 360 wig labor, then we have our lace closure wig labor. And during the process of making a wig, that's when I pluck and customize. So whenever you guys are booking an appointment and you see the price for wig labor, it includes customizing, bleaching the knots, all of that. All of that is done at your first appointment when you drop off your wig, and that is the disrespect. Police trying to stop my bags. Imagine a police. Hey, City Jojo, they're just trying to stop my bags. Anyway, as I'll say, your first appointment where you drop off your wig for wig labor, that's when we customize and we do all of that. And tinting, bleaching the knots, all of that. And that's why I do not install wigs I have not made, because they need to be made a specific way for me to be able to glue them down for your installation, to make sure that it looks realistic. All that kind of stuff is done during your first appointment when you drop off your wig. And then there's a second appointment. If you only paid for wig labor only, then you would just come and collect your wig. And if you paid for installation as well, that's when I would install the wig. So that's why I do not work with another stylist work. I do not work with a wig that's been made by somebody else. Now if you do buy like a pre-made factory wig, that type of thing, those ones are mostly well made. I normally don't have an issue unless something funny is going on, but I normally don't have an issue with installing that. But then you would still pay the wig labor price, and that would be where I customize and everything, because the biggest thing with the wig labor, apart from just making the wig, a lot of work and a lot of time, and I would say the majority of time goes into making a wig realistic and getting it to look as natural as possible, and that's where the price really comes in. So no, I do not install wigs made by somebody else, but if it's like a factory made wig and you bring in, I can see that it's a factory made wig, then you would just pay the price for wig labor for me to customize it and make it realistic, and then there's a separate price for installation. Okay, now that all of that is out of the way and I've explained that, I'm going to glue down the side, and with installation you can choose to have a got to be glue installation, you can choose to have it stitched down, or you can choose to have like a bolt hold installation or some other glue that is more long term, and that's completely up to you. Okay, so you just spray this down. Another thing to note, I do not braid down hair, I do not wash hair, I do not do all of that. I purely focus on creating the most realistic look. I am available for weddings and graduations and trip dances, and I do that type of thing, and styling hair, like for photo shoots and just whatever event you have, and styling your wig, keeping it realistic, all of that kind of stuff. I am available for that. Now every time when I'm done with just the gluing down part, then I would clean off the excess, check that there's nothing that's rising. Like you can see that's rising, so I have to put extra glue on that, and then I would just put down a scarf to keep it down. Alright, so I have tied down my hair. This is just going to help it be nice and flat and mold to my head, keep it nice and clean, nice and flat, as natural as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm going to clean up my eyebrows using the NYX palette. As you guys can see, I really use these two shades a lot.
Out here, one dream with Tina too. Yeah, oh baby, pour me water, holy water. When's this fire? Pour me water, pour me holy water. When's this fire?
Then I am going to take my signature eye primer, and I've actually been really enjoying this eye primer for very colorful looks.
Let's
start with the brown. I love starting with the brown. It just makes me feel like, okay, I'm actually doing this. I need to figure this out. It buys time for me, honestly. And I always start with the brown. I don't know if I should though. Let me start with the brown. Okay, so I always start with the brown. Like that, just a brown. And I just put it on mostly at the top part. Let's go into a green. I have to be very careful with this. Start like that. And that is the green. I'm gonna go into a little bit of a dark blue. Just a bit of a dark blue. And just put it in there. Okay. Then I am going to go into a black color. Just right there. And just shade over that, over the black, just to make sure that it's smoking out. I'm going to take my primer out like that. I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to close my eye, go up, and then in your T section, and then triangulate it. I'm going to use yellow as my base and just cover everything I did here with some yellow powder. And that white base is really helping. The signature primer, signature cosmetics primer is really helping this yellow stand out like that. I'm going to go into my green again And I'm going to just start there at the bottom and go in like that. And I'm going to go there. Going back into the black. I need to darken the space here. It's a bit strong. So I'll darken the space here. Yeah, I think we're done. I think what I'm going to do, and I never do this, is I'm going to take the eye primer and I'm literally going to put it underneath my eyes. And I never do this, so I don't know if this is going to work out or just ruin everything. And I'm just going to... Now I'm using a different foundation. I'm just trying out something else. I normally use my MAC, but I'm trying something else out. I am going to use my Fit Me and Maybelline. And let's give this a shot. Let's see how it works or doesn't work. I did feel the other time that it was a bit too light. There was a day where I did like a makeup look and I felt like it was just making me too light, and I actually put my MAC on top. So we'll just see how it actually looks.
Love with you, but I know answer them. I tell them say that you. Right now you come and then you play me for a fool. Out here wondering, waiting at baby, pour me water.
I want to just do something with my eyebrows here at the beginning because I feel like they're a bit boxy. Just a bit boxy. Okay, so normally I like to use my eyeliner first before I clean. The wing of like my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna just do that because I already cleaned one side. Wasn't supposed to though. And I'm just gonna close my eye. Oh gosh! Yo!
Holy water, cool my fever. Pour me water, pour me holy water, cool my fever.
I'm gonna clean up this eye. So I just draw the line and then I drag it down. Use the LA Girl and squeeze out a little more. This is from Fancy Sapphire Cosmetics. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Proudly South African, owned by a young black lady. Just gonna apply that. And I love this because it's matte and it's a true nude, you know, magnetic. I'm going to start with this side, starting at the corner. Just put it right there. Smaller one right there with the tweezer. And there it is. Then to the middle. To just pull it on top of my eyelashes. Now one eye has the magnetic eyelashes and I need to put them on the second eye as well. And there it is, I've got my magnetic eyelashes on. Then I am going in with my Max Fix It. I'm gonna shake it up, stand there. Okay, now to take off. Alright ladies, this is the final look. I am absolutely loving it. I am loving it. You guys can see the hair is very healthy, very beautiful. I did use the Vivaco serum, and if you don't know what that is, please check it out on my channel. They are on Instagram and Facebook, and that's what I use to straighten this, just to give it this beautiful healthy glow and to protect it from the heat. And then, as you guys saw, I did apply this wig. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
I spy with my little eye. Oh,
I spy with my little eye.
I spy with my little eye.
Whoa, I spy with my little eye. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Hey, y'all know this song, right? Let's go. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute. Oh.
Know some young haters like to sway.
Like to sway.
Know some young haters like to sway. Know some young haters like to sway.
Sway, sway.
Know some young haters like to sway.
Hop down, drop top, what y'all talking? I need it right now.
Cash in the air, yeah, what goes up gotta come down.
I spy with my little eye. Mama told me not to say a word.
I spied with my little eye.
Isn't she wonderful?